Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nadia Adam. I'm a Vedic Astrologer and Psychic Medium. So today we are going to talk about the Mars Retrograde, which is between 6th of December until 23rd of February 2025. All right. So the explanation will covering all the zodiac signs, what you need to take precaution, and what can be done and what not should be done during this period. As usual, I will divide my explanation into several parts, and the timestamp will be in the description box along with my personal details if you're interested to book a personal reading with me. Now, we are having Mars will go retrograde again around 6 or 7 of December, all right, for the next 6 month period. Mars is definitely, we can see this is debilitated, right, in the sign of Cancer, but because it's moving retrograde, it gives it niche bang. So that's mean the cancellation of debilitation is happening with Mars. Now, the thing is, in the sky right now, the first 2 weeks, I would say, of December, yeah, we will have three planets going retrograde. Okay, this may not be the greatest period at all. Okay, and we have here a lot of focus on a water sign. All right, although true enough, Sun will be moving to Sagittarius, but still, the first 2 weeks of December, we can see there are three planets going retrograde, and then there is a focus here towards the moksha houses. This is indicate a strong transformation, but will happen from within. That's mean you will find yourself or life or just even people around you kind of going in the slow pace, all right? So we will kind of becoming more reflective towards our energy, what we want, what we need, what we are looking for, and what's happening actually internally. It shows transformation and shift internally, not necessarily to be external, right? Especially with Mars here retrograding. It shows that emotion, desires, wishes may change. It can actually shows quite in extreme way. It can show the change in emotion in regards even to people around us, right? So how we see our family, for example, our partner, what we are looking for, it may start to change. Why? Because Mars here, first of all, is sitting in the sign which is the most sensitive, I would say, Cancer. Cancer has to do with our security, mental and emotional stability. All right, and because it is the naturally ruled by Moon, the dispositor of Mars, obviously will be moving quite fast, right? As we know, Moon change sign every 2 days. So our mental emotional state can be fluctuating depend on moon movement. And because Mars here moving retrograde, we will start to move backward towards things. That's mean theme from the past may start to show up in upcoming period. Things that we wanted to do and then we stopped because we were unable to do. It will start to show up again. Some inner wound, trauma, whatever that the psychological kind of pattern, right, that we moved on from it somehow somewhere will start to surface again because Mars is going retrograde. Our actions and decisions related to what exactly can lead me to mental and emotional stability will change. Okay, that's mean pay attention is looking to Venus right now. All right, Venus will be here for the whole December, right? So it shows that our maybe perspective and views about our marriage, relationship, partnership at this time at the same time it may change. I mean, obviously, because it's the sign of Cancer. Cancer has to do with emotional stability. If it's not a family or home that we live in, obviously people that we deal with, that we feel comfortable with, right? AKA our emotional support in our life, correct? So all of these things may start to change and shift within us. True enough that Mars here is getting the niche bang. That's mean Nadia is actually not debilitated. But because the fact it's still in Cancer, it actually may amplify, magnify the energy of Cancer, the energy of Mars being more emotionally rebellious, more emotional in confusion. And again, as we said, we will be rectifying or resurfacing past emotion. Okay, past relationship may show up, past and again wound may show up during this period. Okay, Mars retrograding or not retrograding at this stage, I really do not think it will make a lot of difference. Whether you have niche bank or you don't have a niche bank, it's not gonna make any difference because we are talking here about the transit. If we are talking about Mars retrograding in your natal chart, obviously it will make a lot of difference, right? Because it's like your core personality and character. But we are talking here about the collective energy. Okay, this is may not make a lot of difference. It's still debilitated. It's still in the moon sign, and moon still will move every 2 days. Still, we're gonna feel that mental and emotional pressure. Okay, this is one point I wanted to talk about. Now, the second point out is if you already have Mars, which is weak in your chart, right? What does that mean? Maybe Mars is already in in your natal chart. I'm talking about, yeah. I'm talking here, starting to talk about the effect of each of you. Mars in your chart is weak. For example, it's sitting in the water sign. For example, it's sitting in has a very harsh conjunctions, right? Maybe it's retrograde in your natal chart. Then Mars retrograde right now will be supportive because as if Mars right now will be complementing whatever Martian energy that you have in your chart. The most affected people will be most probably and definitely who are going through Mahadasha, Antradasha, Pre-Antradasha of Mars. If your Yoga Karaka planet is Mars, that means Cancer people and Leo people. If you are going through Dasha, Antradasha, Pre-Antradasha of planets sitting in Cancer, you will definitely feel it. Okay? And if you are Cancer Lagna, you will definitely feel this. Right? But again, how good, how bad, it will depend on your overall chart. But collectively, if you already have weak Mars, then this Mars will be very complementing. That means you will be progressing very well in the next 6 months. If your Mars actually exalted, it's in very good house, very good sign, then this is can be troublesome because it can make you feel that you are restricted and limited. You cannot be yourself. You cannot act as how you usually act. It can make you feel a bit weaker. All right. While people who are already have a weak Mars, can complement them. They become much more stronger, much more tangible, much more clear in their mindset, clear in their emotion, intention. So therefore, they can progress in life. All right. So this is quite critical period, right? Especially again this December, since we have 3 planets already moving in retrograde. All right. Um, Now, let us talk about each zodiac sign. Okay. Now, can Aries Lagna, your Mars is retrograding in your fourth house. Can shows a change um in your home environment, household, or even property. That means if you have any issues in these three, most probably Mars retrograding right now, it will solve it. Okay. Your relationship with your family can be tested. All right. Everything will be get reversal during this time. So if you've been doing very well in home, family, stability, security, then Mars here can give you a slight of challenge. Of course, it depends on your overall chart. If you actually been through some struggle, be through some uneasiness, or maybe you're feeling mentally, emotional restless in the last period of time, then Mars retrograde right now can give you some relief, can give you some clarity, and can give you some direction of what you need to do and what can be done in order for you to move forward because it's your ascendant lord, right? So Mars movement here is very important. It shows that the person focus here gonna be related to creating a strong foundation for marriage or family or even home and household, right? So good luck for Aries people. Now coming up to Taurus. So for Taurus, we have here Mars will be triggering your third house, okay, of Cancer. and it's Lord of Seventh, it's Lord of 12th. It can show some revisiting of past relationship, partnership, or past losses that you have done. Maybe somehow you will try to rectify these things, or the thoughts about them will start to show up back again. All right, maybe in a sense that I need to heal myself, I need to learn how to be a better person in order for me to manifest these things. Okay, it shows also Mars here can kind of question your self-esteem and self-confidence, but again it depends on your natal Mars. If your natal Mars is actually weak, then this will be very complementing. If your natal Mars is actually very strong, this is can be quite against your vibe. Okay, Mars here will be kind of testing the way how you communicate with people, how you convey your emotion, and how you deal with it. Right? Mars here also can shows that you may want to slow down a bit in your activities, in your ambition, in your desire to execute things, as if there will be an energy of re-evaluation of what you have done in the past and what you are going to do next. If your Mars actually weak in the chart, this is very complementary. As I said, it can push you forward to give you opportunities or right people, right chances in order for you to manifest what you want. It also can show someone who will be traveling, all right, or at least conducting a short distance travel, and somehow that travel will be quite transformative or will let you see things in different way. Okay, so good luck for Taurus people. Now coming to Gemini. Okay, so Mars here is transiting, retrograding, I mean, you're in your second house, and it's the Lord of Six and Lord of 11. Depend on your natal Mars. Again, I will repeat, depend on your natal Mars. If your Mars actually is in Dushtana houses or in water sign, then this is will be very complementary. It's indicate that Mars here will kind of bring back whatever you lost in terms of work, in terms of business, finance. Somehow, somewhere you will start to get back on track. If you went through a lot of losses or was inconvenient period for you in the last few months. Mars here is indicate that you will create stronger structure and foundation, all right? When it comes to your finance, dealing with the family issues and family problems. If let's say your Mars in the chart is quite good in the first place, right? It's quite strong. Then Mars here can indicate high expenses or high, yes, it can indicate high expenses because of family issues, family problem, or someone in your family will need your help and support, which you will contribute and involve into whatever they want you to do. Okay, it can indicate some sort of change in the dynamic of your work, change in dynamic of you actually executing your work. It can indicate a change in dynamic of professional network circle that you attract and connections that you want to have in life. Okay. At one point, it can also indicate either way a wish fulfillment. All right, for Gemini people. So good luck for Gemini. Now, when it comes to Cancer people themselves. Okay, so can be slightly dangerous. Okay. I mean, honestly, I'm a Cancer Lagna, and since Mars in the phase of retrograding, actually when Mercury moves retrograde, and I'm being sick, and I don't know what's wrong with me in the flu. Anyways, so Mars in Lagna can be slightly problematic because it's the lord of your 10th house and 5th house. If your Mars in the chart is weak, in a sense, is sitting in the water sign or sitting in Dushtana or it's already retrograding, okay, it may indicate a great power may manifest in your life. This means you will be taking a charge of your work, you'll be taking a charge of your self-esteem, self-confidence. You will find yourself becoming more radiate of energy. Mars retrograde here, it can also shows someone who will be um, very much clear of what they want and what they need in life. Okay, this means it may change the dynamic of your whole life in upcoming 6 months. Why? Because you are operating or radiating better energy because it's sitting in your mindset. It shows a shift in mindset, a shift in perspective. Okay, one negative point here that you need to take care of your health. You need to take care of your health. Pay attention when you are dealing with fire and with sharp objects, because you will be prone to get injured a lot or getting into accident. Also, make sure that your vehicle is on the right way. Okay. So just take your precaution in that. Now, if let's say your Mars is actually very strong, okay, your Mars is in a whatever it is, like sitting in the water fire sign or exalted and whatsoever. Can be quite testing, as it shows that the energy may go in different of your direction. That's mean it shows you need to reevaluate what you have been doing in life, to be honest with you, because it's sitting in the center. It is evaluating what you have been doing in life, reevaluating um your work, your relationship, your career, right? How you want to execute them. It shows somehow also opposition and fight with the upper uh managers, right? You need to be careful of, especially masculine figure here. Mars here can give the person a bit of headache. Maybe nothing happened. It just you're feeling heaviness in your mind, a lot of things going on in your head, or you feel like your life is stagnant, although it's just not stagnant. But Mars here will make you feel that you're stagnating in life, or make you feel like everything in your around you is a problem. But it is not a problem. You just need to chill and reevaluate. That's all Mars is asking you to do. Okay, the more that you're able to control your mind and emotion, the easier you're gonna pass this upcoming period. And trust me, Mars will definitely reward you with something. Okay, so good luck for Cancer people. Now, when it comes to Leo, okay, Leo people, we have Mars here sitting in your 12th house. It's actually retrograding here, and it's the Lord of your fourth, the Lord of your ninth. If your Mars is actually weak in your chart, right? That means it's debilitated or in water sign or moksha houses or maybe even retrograding. Can be quite complementary. That's mean if you are actually looking forward to travel, move somewhere else, all right? Or maybe attaining some property, selling some property, then it may happen during this time. If let's say you have an aim to learn something new or attaining some skill, then period will be very complementary for you. Okay, it shows someone will be very intuitive also. If let's say you have a very strong Mars, that's means sitting in a what fire sign or it just exalted, whatever it is, all right, a big bug. Mars here can be slightly slowing you down because it's sitting in the 12th house. It shows there can be an energy of you being forced either to travel, either to leave the current place, or maybe some issues and problems in your current house. If you are actually studying or trying to attain some studies, it may also show some problems in the process. Okay, there will be a slowness now in the progress for you, but again, it's for evaluation and rethink about your direction. That doesn't mean it's not gonna come. Okay, delay doesn't mean deny. I always say that, right? So take care of. I mean, take care, Leo, and good luck for you. Now, Virgo people. Mars here will be retrograding in your 11th house, and is the Lord of the third and the Lord of the 8th house. If your Mars is actually weak, okay, again, that's mean you have Mars is retrograding in the Sthana houses, all right, in water sign. It usually indicate that this can be quite good. It indicate you will attain something you've been wanting for from very long time, or something you've been putting a lot of effort on it. Somehow, some way, it will come to you. Okay, via people or via some connection or some help here and there will come, and it's just gonna be given to you. This is very good, right? It indicate expansion in the professional circle. Unexpected gain, unexpected inheritance may come to you. Unexpected opportunities also may show up during this plan. If your Mars is actually strong, okay, it can indicate that there will be a slowness in progress. You may feel that attaining something or gaining something, or you've been working for something, but it just doesn't come to you. You will feel mentally and emotionally restless. That I am been working, I'm putting effort, but it's just nothing coming to me. Again, delay doesn't mean deny. Okay, it's just that you need to take some time in order for it to come. All right. Mars here can show us miscommunication, misunderstanding with others. Unexpected kind of expenses also may happen during this time. You just need to be careful. All right. So, good luck for Mars people. I mean, for Virgo people. Sorry. Now, talking about Libra. Now we have Mars is actually retrograding in your 10th house. All right. And it's the Lord of the Seven, Lord of the Second. If your Mars actually it's weak, that means sitting in the water sign, Dushtana houses, or retrograde. This is can show us a good opportunity in your career, a good opportunity in creating a good connection, collaboration, business partnership, starting a business. It shows a good sum of money may come to you in upcoming period, or something you've been losing. For example, it somehow someone will come back to you. Okay, attainment of something it shows up, recognition it can show up. Okay, the satisfaction in regards to some aspect in your life can show up. Okay, if let's say for example you have Mars in any other placement, all right, that means it's quite strong, right? It can indicate that Mars can give you slight disturbance in your career. It can indicate Mars here may make you feel a bit stagnant and uneasy about your career. Maybe you feel like people does not really appreciate my work. Does I need to work more during this time. Maybe misunderstanding and miscommunication with the people around you in workplace. It may show up during this time. Okay, so be careful in terms of relationship and partnership. All right. So good luck for Libra people. Now for Scorpio people. So obviously Mars here is your Lagna Lord, right? Sitting in the ninth house, retrograding, and is ruling, of course, your Lagna and your sixth house. If your Mars is actually sitting in water sign, Dushtana houses, or water sign, Dushtana houses, or it is retrograde, this is gonna be a very great period for you. This is can show us luck and abundance and good fortune from the past deeds or maybe past life deeds may open up for you and it will be given. Right? Some good progress or new beginning actually may happen for you in the upcoming period. It can also indicate someone who may travel or may fixing some issues related to law, paper, kind of legal paper, stuff like that. It may get solved and you know things will kind of easy flow for you. All right. Um, Mars here can indicate someone who will attain a new knowledge or learning new skill. All right, that can help you really in career. Where if your Mars is quite strong in your chart, then in this case, Marcy can gives you a bit of slowness, but it's not in a bad way either, right? Because it's happening in your ninth house. That's mean you will be much more focused on let me learn new things in order for me to be able to process in life or progress in life. Sorry, okay. Let me try to attain things or reaching out to certain people in order for me to be able to attain things. So you will find yourself setting some foundation for something that you want to do in future, all right? Most probably some plan that you want to execute after February, all right? Mars here can make you become more intuitive, more in aligned, more in tune, and most probably you'll be feel very much protected by God. Okay. For Scorpio, I think this is could be the least ascendant who may feel um negative aspect or result from Mars. Why? Because Scorpio by themselves they already have that strong how can I say strong energy to withstand any turbulence and negative circumstance in their life. And because this is number one, number two, Mars here is the Lagna Lord, usually does not really harm the person. The third point, because Mars here in the ninth house usually is one of the most abundant houses, usually will never harm the person. Okay, so good luck for Scorpio people. Now, coming to Sagittarius. Mars here sitting in your eighth house, retrograding, and is the Lord of the fifth, Lord of the 12th. It usually, again, If your Mars is actually weak, that means sitting in Dushtana, that means it's in water sign, or is it retrograde actually, okay? This kind of shows, I mean, because the eighth house has to do with hidden things. So maybe something that you don't know about, it may start to reveal to you, or something you thought it will be A, but it's now end up to become B. Now you need to change your plan about it. Okay, but it's nothing like major in negative way, right? It can show an unexpected also traveling, unexpected change in home, relocation, all right? Place of residency may happen. Some revelation within yourself, maybe transformation within you may happen during this period. Re- um, because it's related to the fifth house, it can also indicate some shift in your perspective about yourself, self-esteem, and self-confidence, or which direction you want to follow in life. All right. Um, this is in case that your Mars is negative placement actually. So in the sky will be complementary. Now, if your Mars is actually strong enough, okay, or very good placed here, Mars in the eighth house and retrograding, it can indicate some slowness in progress in life. In a sense, you will be feel, I want to hide myself. I don't want to interact a lot. I don't want to be outside a lot. I just want to be reserving my energy. Let's put it in this way. I want to reserve my energy for some reason, right? Maybe it shows someone who would love to spend time with family, loved one, and just being in home. Okay, it shows someone who want to learn new things or traveling alone, doing things alone. Okay, for Sagittarius, it can hit them in mental, emotional state, regardless whether your Mars is strong or I mean negative. Um, but yeah, the effect will be mostly has to do with I just want to be in my cocoon and just reserve my energy. That's as overall. Okay, so good luck for Sagittarius people. Now, when it comes to Capricorn. Okay, now Capricorn people, you have your Mars is actually retrograding in your fourth house, right? And sorry, seventh house. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Retrograding in your seventh house, and he's the Lord of the fourth, the Lord of 11. Um, this is can be one of the most sensitive placement, okay, for Capricorn and Cancer because it's 1-7 axis. It shows regardless whether you have a strong Mars or negative Mars. It shows some shift in mindset, desires when it comes to relationship, partnership, marriage. It shows rectification. Either you will be the one who feeling withdrawal, or the spouse or your partner will feel a bit withdrawal from you. Is either way. There is some energy of like reserve among each other kind of energy, all right? It can also can indicate transformation and change in the home, stability and household. But at the same time, it can show a wish fulfillment. That's mean if let's say you have actually very bad period in last few months, right, about relationship and home and stuff like that. Now Mars retrograde actually it can restore back that stability, security that you've been looking for, right? Some wish fulfillment may come from the spouse or from the partner, right? Expansion in professional network circle can happen during this time. If you've been looking forward to, like say, grow in your business, grow in your operation or in your career as overall, let's say getting a promotion, then next upcoming period, it really can help you a lot, right? So, as long as you are in control of your mental and emotional state, I think Mars here can be quite complementary and good for you. Okay, so good luck for Capricorn people. Now, moving to Aquarius. Now, moving to Aquarius, we can see Mars here is retrograding in your sixth house, and it's actually the Lord of your third house and your 10th house. It again depend on how is your Mars. If your Mars is actually weak Mars, that's means sitting in Dushtana or in a water sign, or it's actually retrograding, can be considered as weak. Okay, it can indicate a new opportunity in work, transformation in work, or some conquering your opposition and enemies in your workplace, or they by themselves will be revealed in front of you in order for you to take an action and some precaution for yourself. Mars here can be quite protective. Okay. If let's say, for example, you wanted to learn something or traveling, Mars here can give you the opportunity to do that. If let's say your Mars is actually strong in your chart, right? This can gives you some uneasiness to deal with people in your workplace, right? So you will find sometimes opposition or quarrel or just fights or miscommunication may happen with your colleagues or in the workplace that make you confused and you won't know what you need to do about it. Then you need to reserve your energy. Do not engage into this thing if you are caught on it. All right. You need to take care of your health because it seems like you will be stressed, either overwork or even concerned about something related to your career, which may impact your health. All right. So be careful on that. If you are having any low cases, it may how can I say, it may get closed in upcoming period or will get into some agreement between you and that person. I think communication here will be needed to compromise. Mars here will need you to compromise regardless whether you have weak or strong Mars. Okay? So good luck for Aquarius people. Now, moving to Pisces. So for Pisces people, it will be retrograding in your fifth house, alright? And is the Lord of your second, the Lord of your ninth. For Pisces people, I think this is gonna be very neutral and very decent, regardless whether you have a strong or weak Mars, because it's sitting in your fifth house. Okay. It can indicate some focus towards children. If let's say you are planning to conceive but you are unable to, maybe Mars here will give you an opportunity. All right. If let's say you wanted to do something for your children but you were unable to do so, now Mars will give you that. All right. It indicate that someone who will be working on themselves, either you will show it to people or will reserve it, working on your character, personality, I mean, strengthening them, obviously, self-esteem and self-confidence, attaining a new knowledge that can help you to progress in life. All right. Mars here can also indicate slightly high expenses, but mostly because of yourself that you want to invest on yourself into something. Again, I will emphasize for Pisces people, Mars here can be slightly neutral. All right. It's not really bad, but it can maybe hit you mentally and emotionally. You're feeling a bit unstable about yourself or thinking a lot about yourself. But if you can shift that mindset to be very positive, like, yes, I know where I am lacked on, then therefore I am working on it in order for it to get stronger, more tangible, then this is gonna be like a golden period for you. All right. So yeah, that's it, I guess. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for listening. Wishing you all the best. Stay good and be good. See you soon. Bye.